Hey
Hey, we're
guys,
live.
welcome back.
Hey, so this week we finished up our movies with mom movies, however we called
Yeah,
it.
movies with moms, I
Movies with
think is what we're
moms
calling it.
this week. So the last movie I watched had both mom and dad, so that one counts as the both months.
As long as a hybrid movie.
Great. Um, okay, so let's do our movies with moms wrap up.
Let's go. What's number one?
The first one is called Otherhood from 2019.
Boys in the Hood,
No,
Ottoman Hood.
Otherhood. Get off me. So this was about four mothers who were friends, and it was a Mother's Day, and none of them received anything from their kids.
Oh, I kind of saw this. Okay.
So, in fact, one of the moms hadn't received anything from her son in so long that she, for the past several years, had sent herself a card and flowers.
Sad.
Writing in the card
That's so
these
sad.
little love note as if it was from her son, but it
Oh my
was
goodness.
from herself to herself.
For her, by her.
So these moms decided to take a little road trip adventure to go surprise visit their kids. It ended up being all boys, all sons. So actually, I think it was only three moms. Now that I think of it, yeah, just three moms. So they went to visit their sons, and each of them had a different experience with it. Their boys were in different. They were shocked, needless to say, that their mothers showed up at their house.
Oh, they had different reactions.
They had different reactions. None of them were happy at their, but they realized that their mothers were not bad and not out to get them. They just wanted to give them loving advice to help them be more successful and help them be happier in relationships, things like that. A couple of the moms realized they misunderstood their kids, their boys, and through going to visit them, they kind of learned about them and were able to kind of repair their relationship, I guess, with their sons. So by the end of it, all the moms had a good relationship with the sons. In fact, all of their sons ended up good friends with each other and ended up, planning on getting together regularly with each other. And
so they all kind of lived in the same area?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, they were drives at least away from each other. Because each mom was dropped off. They all started together. The first mom was dropped off at her son's place, and then they kept going, and then the next one was dropped off.
They shared the car?
Yeah, they all rode together. Yeah, road trip. So I thought it was kind of a cute movie. I kind of liked that the mothers were going to take it in their own hands to go and check up on their boys. I mean, what mom wouldn't check up on them? And if you haven't heard from your kid in over a year, that's probably a good time to go check up on them and see how things are going.
So I think I saw the ending where the sons, at least one of them that I remember, wrote a letter to his mom, a letter of appreciation.
Yeah, and that was the next Mother's Day. Yeah, they didn't even really talk. They said it had been at least a year, if not longer than that their kids had talked to them. So, I mean, my kids are still all home, but I would be devastated if I didn't hear from them for a whole year or longer. I mean,
that is a long time.
You invest so much time and energy and love into your kids, and then for them to leave and not even care and to contact you, that would break my heart. So I completely understood how these moms felt as far as that goes. So I was glad at the end to see that their boys realized that they needed to have that relationship with their mothers.
Still need their moms.
Yeah. So I thought it was good. It kept me entertained the whole time. I wanted to see what was going to happen. I wanted to see, each of the boys took the mom on this different adventure. So it was kind of like 3 stories all wrapped into one. So
Didn't the one son work for a men's magazine,
yeah,
almost like a
yeah, like this,
Maxim or a men's
yeah,
journal?
yes.
Had you know,
And the mom kind of looked down on that, and that was the thing. She
yeah.
realized that the job he did was not anything with the models. It was, I mean, he had his ridiculous relationship issues, but what he did with the magazine was a legitimate job. And
I think he had to explain that to a girlfriend.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, so yeah, at the end, you see the girl that really truly cared about him. And yeah, so
Did you rate it? What would you rate it?
I would probably give it, I mean, it kept my attention. It had a good story. The ending was good. I would probably give it 8 out of 10.
Oh,
Mm,
that's a high mark.
yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty good. Pretty good. So that was
Next.
Otherhood from 2019. Okay.
2319.
No. Stop. Stop. Okay. The next one we watched together, and it was called The Mother
Original
from
title. Original title. The Mare.
2023.
What is it in Spanish? La Madre.
La Madre.
La Madre.
Anyway, so this was a J-Lo movie. So there's been a lot of talk about J-Lo lately
What are they talking
in
about?
the press. She's getting a bad rap. Like she canceled her summer concert tour because there wasn't enough ticket sales. Like people are saying she needs to just stick to acting because her singing is terrible.
Oh, that's great.
Sorry, J-Lo.
What's
I don't know
that?
what to tell you about
This
that.
movie was so. What? I
Am
don't
I
remember him
thinking of
watching it.
the wrong? Oh, you are thinking of
I Am Mother
I Am Mother, the
with
one we
the
watched
robot.
in October. One of the scary one. Yeah. No, this one is different. This one with J-Lo is about, go ahead.
She is a mother, and you can tell that she's some kind of a trained, not assassin, but I don't know, an agent of
She's military,
sorts.
ex-military.
Military, that's what it was. And was she still doing that job, or
No.
was she okay?
So they had her in protection because these
People were
I don't know
after
if they're
her.
gangsters or if they were cartel,
Yeah,
but they were after her to try to, not necessarily after her even. You find out
they were after
her daughter.
her daughter, who she had given up for adoption because it was I don't know if they explained what happened at that point in her life. Probably because of her job, I guess, and she was always away. Did they explain that, why she gave her up for adoption?
Yeah, well, so she was working undercover with these cartel guys, these bad guys, ended up getting in a relationship with them. It never did say who the actual father of the daughter was.
Oh, you're
Both
right.
of the men thought they could possibly be the father. So that's why they were both after the daughter.
Yeah.
That, and they wanted something from the mother, and they knew they could use the daughter as leverage. So
another teammate of a colleague of hers and J-Lo, they went out to
find the girl and protect her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so they do. The bad guys still end up getting the daughter, but in the end, they get her. J-Lo then gets angry and goes after the two guys and kills their whole operation.
There's a period. There's a short stint in the movie where the mother and daughter have some mother-daughter time out in the wilderness in Alaska.
So the daughter knows. It seems like she knows from first sight of J-Lo that that's her real mother.
Yeah, she was pretty suspicious of
and
about
she asked her,
in the
and she
car
said,
ride.
"No, I'm not your mother." But she knew by the way she got the answer that she was.
So by the end of their time together, because she went back to the family that she was raised with, there was a strong bond between between her and her real mom, her birth mother.
Yeah.
So
So it was a good story. I mean, I really like J-Lo as an actress. I think she does well. She's believable.
The only other movie that I can think of her being a tough guy, a tough girl, is from a long time ago. It's a movie called Enough, and where she was in a
Oh
relationship
yeah.
with an abusive husband, and then so she had to train to prepare herself to um, defend herself against.
It's kind of
her
like a
abusive
modern
husband.
G.I. Jane.
Yeah.
She kind of trained herself to kick butt.
So I was afraid that they were going to overdo it with the woman beating up all the dudes, kind of like Black Widow. That's kind of ridiculous.
No, but they didn't.
This was balanced.
Good.
It was pretty well balanced, and it was fun to watch. I thought it was fun to watch.
Yeah.
And the wilderness setting, I don't know, I liked it.
So there's a little extra detail with that wilderness scene that you have to watch the movie and figure out what it is, but it's kind of a neat connection to nature sort of thing. So she kind of connects to the wilderness. You got to watch it.
You have to tell me later.
You know it.
Watch
the same movie I did.
I can't remember what specific connection you're talking about.
If I say it, they'll have no reason to watch it.
Tell me in the after party. During the after party.
Yeah, it's like we have an after party. It's called The Pillow.
Our show's getting big. No cap.
What is wrong with you? Right. What is wrong with you? Okay, so what would you rate that? Hi, Miyuko. Came in just at the right time.
I'd probably give this a 7.5.
Really? Okay.
J-Lo kick butt, knows how to use a gun.
I thought it was 8 worthy.
Oh.
I liked it.
This was a half thumb rating less than, what was the movie? The Otherhood? You rated Otherhood 8.5?
I said 8. 8. They're equal. Equal playing ground.
Oh, 8, okay.
Equal fields.
What's that say? Fellow kids. Who said that?
I don't know. What? I don't know.
What's he talking about?
I don't know. What are you talking about, Gadrold? All right. So there you have it. That was Mother from 2023. I rated it an 8. What'd you rate it? I forgot already because you talked too much. Oh, 7.5. Okay.
It's a meme.
Oh.
A meme. Is that like Wi-Fi meme?
That you just displayed by attempting to use like. Okay. All right. So the next movie is See You on Venus from 2023.
Like the planet.
Did you watch this one?
Nope, we were working out, so I caught the very tail end of it.
It was good. It was about this girl who was in the foster system, and she had a life goal of meeting her birth mother, her biological mother, and had a list of questions she was going to ask her mother when she found her.
Dog.
When she found her. And so you kind of see this girl. Okay. So then there's a boy too. And he had a trauma that he had just gone through. And it was kind of devastating him. And he was going to do something pretty dramatic, and she meets him and all that. And so they kind of start this friendship, and he needed to get away. He didn't really care where. He just needed to get away to kind of clear his head and whatever, get space from his current situation. So they decided to go on this road trip together. So really kind of she decided for him, and then told him he had to drive because she didn't know how to drive. But they rented a party bus. I don't know. It
reminded me of the Mystery Machine.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. Yeah.
Old VW bus.
And it had, everything like an RV would have inside, but it was the size of a small bus. Like one of those 70s hippie vans.
Like the Mystery Machine.
Yeah, I guess that's, yeah. So they go on this adventure, this road trip, and it was actually to Spain. So I don't know where they started from. Then they had to have been able to drive to Spain because they drove all the way to Spain. I don't know. I missed that part, but
It's a
they do
long
end
bridge.
up in Spain. And she had a birth certificate that had the mother's name, but you couldn't really see it clearly. So she was going off of what she thought the last name of the mother was. And so she looked up every woman with that last name and went and visited them one after another that were in this with that last name and went and visited them one after another that were in this region in Spain because she knew the region she was from and the last name.
They found her.
Well, they did, but it wasn't that last name. The boy ended up saying, well, I think this is this different letter. And I found one person with this spelling of this last name that I was one letter off from what she thought it was.
What are the odds?
And so they go, and then that's her mother. And you knew because when you look at her, they looked just alike.
They cast that pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, me. Oh, gross.
It's just spittle.
Yeah, it's disgusting. So yeah, then you could tell, and you know, when she met her mother, she didn't care to ask her any of those questions.
Look,
she just
we have 3 listeners today.
Living up in the world.
Who is number 3? Show yourself in the comment section.
Yeah. Anyway, so she was just so happy to meet her mother. Well, then there was this life or death situation going on with this girl. So I don't want to tell the whole story. You got to kind of get on there, but that's why she was so inspired to quickly find her mother. So you got to kind of jump on there and figure that out.
Time was ticking.
Ending was kind of a sad ending. So you're going to have to watch it, but yeah, it did not have a happy ending. No, it didn't.
Got abducted by aliens.
It didn't really have a happy ending. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about with aliens. He didn't even watch the thing.
I did, though.
Yes, but I don't want to say what happens to the girl in the end, but they need to watch it and find out. All right, so you're going to have to watch it. I thought it was good. I thought it was a fun little adventure that the two of them went on. They ended up having feelings for each other by the end, of course, when you have a boy and a girl and they go on this one-on-one adventure together. Sparks are about to happen. So they do, of course. So that was predictable. But the ending, I was kind of hoping for a little bit different ending. But I guess it was right for the story.
Is it the right ending?
I think it was
appropriate.
I guess appropriate ending. But it was still sad. Ending. So that was See You on Venus from 2023. I would probably give that one a 7 to a 7.5.
When we give our ratings, is that number of thumbs or number of stars?
Yes. Aren't they one and the same?
Should pick one. Should we do thumbs?
Cares?
Thumbs or stars?
It's a rating out of 10.
Our 2 listeners. What should we do? Thumbs or stars?
We'll just put stars on our thumbs, and then there you go. We've got both covered. All right. So that was that one. The next one was A Simple Favor from 2018. Did you watch this one?
This was a weird movie.
It was weird.
It had Blake Lively
and Anna Kendrick.
No, Anna Kendrick. Anna Kendrick had a similar personality as she had in Twilight, I thought. Except she was very crafty at home. She was a vlogger that revolved around food.
Yeah, right. We're not enough thumbs. So it should be thumbs.
No thumbs.
A star holding a thumbs up.
A star or a thumb holding a star.
So does that mean the thumb has a hand?
The thumb has a star on it.
Oh.
Doy. Anyway.
Yeah. Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick. And I don't know how to describe her personality.
Anna Kendrick's character was like the super mom. right? So, no, Anna Kendrick's character was the super mom.
Yeah.
She wanted to do everything. She wanted to be the ultimate room mom. She wanted everybody to know her, like her, love her, all of
like
the things.
there was an instance in the classroom with a volunteer sign up, and the
and
teacher
she
had to
signed up
remind
for
her.
like 6 different things, and the teacher says, only sign up for one, so you give everyone else a chance to sign up for something. So then she took her name off of one thing.
Yeah.
Left it on the other 5.
And then this is later on, she's introduced to her daughter's friend's mom, who is Blake Lively.
Blake Lively, yeah. And she is completely different persona than Anna Kendrick is. She was kind of this sophisticated, hooty, fluty, larger than life
businesswoman.
A
big deal. She was a boss
with a bad mouth, though.
Yeah, she was a vulgar, and she was not a mother figure.
No, not at all. And she knew it, and she said it throughout the movie several times.
And she was direct
and manipulative. Very manipulative in a hidden way.
And you definitely learn that
as you go
throughout the movie.
So it did have a twist. There was quite a twist in the movie. And it was, I believe it's categorized as a thriller. Yeah, a psychological thriller. And I would say that that's true because you kind of go back and forth with wondering who is good and who is bad in the scenario.
Because of all the manipulation.
Yeah, and they both kind of manipulate. So Anna Kendrick's character, you could see some manipulating with her too, with the husband of the sophisticated one. And so there's like a lot of back and forth, just psychological battles between the two women.
And I would say the husband was a slightly better, more present parent than the mother was. But they were both
he had his faults.
Yeah, he did. But
he was easy, quick to get over his wife.
Yeah.
Like the instant he thought she was dead.
Yeah.
He was moving on to Anna Kendrick's character.
Yeah.
They moved her in the house within a week.
Mm-hmm.
So there's, like I said, there's some twists. I don't want to give away what the twists are, but I will say one of them ends up in jail at the end.
And I can't even remember who ended up. Oh, I remember now.
We're not going to say anymore, though. You got to watch it because it was a good one. I thought for a psychological thriller, I thought it was pretty decent. I mean, it kept you wondering and kept you, kind of trying to figure out.
I would say the story is somewhat original.
Yeah.
And it was decently told. A little bit of mystery there. I've never seen Blake Lively in any other movies except for a TV series that you may have watched.
Yeah. So yeah, she
was it Gossip Girl or was it
Gossip Girl?
Mm-hmm. So that's all I know about her. There's this shark movie that I can't remember. She's supposed to be in it and she surfs, but
yeah, I've not seen that, but
I forget what it's
called.
She
did a decent job in this. I mean, I think for the character she was supposed to play, she did it really well.
I would not have pinned her for that kind of character. So that was an interesting.
I would have because of Gossip Girl. And I think that character was very similar to her character in Gossip Girl.
There's a lot of manipulation.
A lot of manipulation. A lot. And a lot of just, playing off of each other.
Isn't she a Traveling Pants movie too?
Oh, yeah.
She is. I forgot she's in
that. Something with what is
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants?
Something like
that. Is that what it's called?
Something like that. But yeah, she is in that one too.
That's right.
And I would say she's not that personality in this one. It's more her Gossip Girl personality.
Yeah. There's some mystery and darkness in there.
Yeah. So I thought it was decent. I mean, it kept me entertained. It kept me watching, wondering. And there was a big old twist at the end. So I think it did a good job.
I want to say it had that same kind of unusual feel about it, like Knives Out did, or whatever. The Onion. Yeah. What was it? The Onion?
Glass Onion.
The Glass Onion. Which one did we watch?
Knives Out. Onion.
Glass
we
Onion.
We never did watch the first one. It hasn't been free, and we didn't rent it from the library.
Yeah, Glass Onion was had a weird.
That one kind of reminded me of Clue.
Yeah.
It was more like a Clue type movie. This one was not like that.
It was quirky.
This one was different. I wouldn't categorize it like that at all.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that for me it wasn't. Wouldn't relate this to that.
Speaking about Clue, remember that this is a different movie that's kind of a psychological thriller, I guess. This woman is about to be engaged to this guy, and then the whole family is involved, and they find out that I think they have to try to get away from each other because the whole family tries to hunt her within this mansion.
Huh.
Do you remember that? And she has to
That
try
wasn't
to.
that wasn't that block one, was
And she
it?
has to try to survive.
Where it had the circle in the middle and it kept changing. The rooms kept changing.
Oh, that was 13 Ghosts.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, but the one that I just mentioned was something we watched a while ago.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, for this one, what would you rate it?
A 7.
I'd probably give it the same. I probably would give it a 7. Yeah.
I think the actors did a pretty good job.
They did
playing their parts.
Yeah. So that was A Simple Favor from 2018. And then the last one I watched alone at craft weekend with some other moms. And this one it kind of featured a mom and a dad. So this goes for both months. So he can't really talk in this one. So this revealed kind of quicker. And it was kind of a cheese. I don't know. I thought it was kind of cheesy.
A cheese ball movie.
It's called Think Like a Dog from 2020. So when we do our craft weekends, we kind of try to pick a movie that either we've seen a million times or that maybe we're only half interested in because we may not catch all of it. So there may be some details with this movie that
Who was that?
What is wrong with you? That I didn't see. What is that title? Yeah, so I'm about to explain because the movie is all about the title. So it was kind of about this prodigy boy who's super, super smart, and he figures out how to make a device where he could hear his dog's thoughts. Because that's what I want to do.
So there's a bit of science fiction in this.
Hear my dog's thoughts. You know what we would hear?
Where's the poop?
Where's the poop? Where's the food? I mean, poop is the food.
Poop.
So our dog is gross. That would be her thoughts. All about, do you love me? Give me more poop.
Styrofoam. I want styrofoam.
Can I eat this package that you left on my kennel? So anyway, so this boy makes this device that he can put around his dog and he can hear the dog's thoughts. Well, then, of course, the dog is the same. It is nasty. It is nasty. That's our dog, the nasty one. This dog in this movie was not like that.
Specifically chicken poop.
Yes.
Not dog poop, but chicken poop.
She's disgusting. She eats so much that she makes herself sick.
And her farts stink.
It's so gross. Why do we end up with the weirdest animals? Anyway, back to the movie. So the boy is, excited because he can hear his dog's thoughts, and he and the dog, I know, ew, she is gross. He and the dog kind of, have this unique relationship then. Well, of course, this company sends out their bad guys to confiscate the boy to try to find the technology. So they try to find his computer, hack his computer, try to get in and get whatever technology they can to try to replicate what this boy has created, because he started to get, a little bit famous for this, and people were starting to recognize that, he did this really awesome thing. A lot of people would love to know what their dogs are thinking. So they kind of go after him, and they do end up kidnapping the boy. So, of course, the dog comes to the rescue.
Like Bolt.
Yeah, Lassie. So he goes and he tells the parent, he finds the boy's parents, the mom and dad. So the boy's mom and dad were going through a separation. They were considering getting divorced. And so they were kind of in separate places, or they were fighting all the time when they were together. And the mom is Megan Fox, and the dad is Josh Hamill. Josh Duhamel. I mean, perfect pairing. The two of them are totally cute together.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, but that's beside the point.
Last I saw Megan Fox was in Transformers
So yes,
50
she is.
years ago.
Yeah. So the dog, gets the parents and they go and they rescue the boy, and he ends up getting his technology back, and they arrest these bad guys, and there's the story. So
Was it
was okay.
okay? It was okay.
It was okay. Would I watch it again? No. It lived up to its title, which isn't great. So I don't really know why we picked that one. It's okay. It was a good way to pass the time, I guess.
Sounds like a 2 to me.
Not that bad. I mean, it was somewhat entertaining, and very predictable. You knew what was going to happen. I mean, it's kind of one of those. There was no twist. There was no, a little weird sounding movie. Yeah, probably. I would not choose it again. I would not watch it again.
Sounds like you would not recommend it either.
No, I mean, if you're looking for something just to pass the time and you're only going to kind of be watching it, this would be a good one. But if you really want to figure out what's going on, there's not a whole lot to it.
Might as well throw golf on TV.
Oh, no, this is better than golf. Golf would get a -5 rating from me. That's so boring. This one, 4. I would give it a 4.
4? Oh, solid.
So it's better than the ones we've given. 1 and 2s too, for sure.
That one definitely does not have enough thumbs.
Yeah. You're not right. Okay.
We should have another channel called Too Many Thumbs.
Stop it. So that's a wrap for our movies with mothers.
No idea what we're going to talk about Tuesday.
Right. We'll figure that out after we're done with this live.
Let's pick a 30-minute movie.
Stop. Okay. So send us your suggestions for movies with dads. All right. So it just has to have a dad in it. It doesn't even have to be about the dad. Just have to have a dad in it. If it is about the dad, great. I would love to hear some of those. And I already have kind of some in my mind that I want to rewatch and that I want us to review.
Oh, yeah.
So I have a little list already started. They're going to have to find out next week.
But I can't wait.
Well, you're going to have to find out next week.
Tell me at the after party.
You get to choose the week that I'm gone.
Oh.
So I get to choose this week. There'll be a whole week that I won't get to watch movies. It's going to be weird.
Oh, Mercy
Me has a dad. That is a good one. That's a good suggestion. Yes. So we'll put that on our list. But all right. So throw us your suggestions in the comments. We will look back at them and we'll add them to our list, and we'll try to get those watched this month. So yeah. Thanks for tuning in to another week of
Not Enough Thumbs.
So check us out on Tuesday for whatever movie we decide to review, and then Friday Faves.
The last couple Friday Faves have been trailers for short films. Check them out. See if it gets you to watch the film. And
they're short. You're not investing much time.
Yeah, you'll invest 15 minutes at most, and maybe it'll be good. Maybe it won't be. Why he say it like that, lol?
Why? Who say what like that?
Thumbs? Not enough thumbs?
Because he's weird. But he keeps us entertained as well. So, it's like a living movie.
What kind of face is that? That's a new one.
All right. Anyway, we were trying to sign off now for the past 3 minutes. So check us out later, guys. Next week, 9:30. Bye.
Okay, I'm going to hit the end stream button.
You don't have to tell everybody.
End stream. End.
Stop.